Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Before we get into today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss out on an upload, and leave a comment below saying I subscribed and hello, and I'll always say hi back. With all of that said and done, let's jump into the video.
It's time to do.
What's going on, guys? We are back here at Locals, round one at Guff, and we're paired up against Mr. Darius. It's not much to say at the moment. We're just doing a normal combo with Purrely. So the dies just indicate that it is protected by Happiness's effect. I learned, always learning, but after this game, I think I would have had the round if I'd remembered Zeus's effect when he destroys a card on my side of the field. To attach material from deck, because I would have had two materials for Zeus, which would have been another board wipe and would have been pretty close to game. So we know he's playing a runic variant of his deck. But yeah, so at the moment we're just sitting on a Noir. We have a mystery back row set, and he is just right to go. The card in the EMZ is Huggin. That glare's horrible. But yeah, he will fountain for 2 as well. So lots of cards in hand, lots of opportunity to build a board. Just going to go Destruction, target the back row, and we'll let it resolve. I think it was correct to let him pop the Eclipse, because chaining Eclipse just opens Noir up to being targeted. So he is playing, I think it's Mech Knights, I think, or whatever Dingirsu is. I think it's Mech Knights, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that he was able to pop that back row, but as I said, it wasn't correct to chain it and open Noir up. He had 6 cards in hand, so that wasn't a gamble I was comfortable taking. Yeah, so I'm just reading everything here, just trying to understand where I can kind of choke point him. I thought there was the right point to spin a card back to the extra deck. Again, not too familiar with what he's playing, so just doing a little bit of a gamble here. I'm just trying to understand the game mechanics. So yeah, shotgunning the Noir on those 2. He'll set a back row and pass. So I have to make a Zeus here, otherwise I lose Noir. I've got cards in hand, I just... not sure why I made Zeus in defense mode. Okay. And then we spin 3 back, and we build another board. So I'm just being very defensive. I think when it comes to players who I know have more experience than I do and are, I guess, known for being strong pilots, I get a bit, not funny, but anxious, and I need to learn to just be a bit more confident and trust in my capabilities, and push when required. Yeah. Forcing the Noir out here sucks. I should special from deck, which I do. I think I'm going to go into a Purrely. No, we go Lily, and we're going to grab... oh yeah, because I wanted my friend. That makes sense. Yep. Yeah. It's a fairly long game one. But from my memory, this is one of Darius's pet decks. It's his favourite outside of DDD. So it was really good to sit there and watch him, do his combos and do his lines, and back when this deck was at full power, he said that he saw some success with it at a competitive level. So it was very good to kind of understand his thought processes behind what he's doing here. I'm always a firm believer that, yes, decks fall in and out of meta, and you have different tier lists and all that kind of stuff, and some decks are really good versus others and whatever, but I'm a strong believer that the deck makes a small portion of that relevant, and the pilot makes up the majority. So you can be an amazing pilot with a very lackluster deck and do really well, and you can have a really, really good deck and be a lackluster pilot and do terribly. So it's a catch-22 of those scenarios where I think it only takes... I'd rather stick with one deck and be really good with it than change decks every week or every few weeks or every few months or whatever, and never really give yourself the time of day to master your craft and get good at it. And then you can start chopping and changing it, like splash a new engine in there, change ratios, ping pong between a couple of decks. I love Sword Soul tunes and I like Purrely. So those are probably the three that I'll bounce around. I might pick something else up in the future, but for now I'm pretty content with what I'm doing. But yeah. So this is the scenario I was talking about before, where he popped 2 cards on my side of the field, where I could have actually acquired 2 new mats for Zeus and actually wiped the board. And then we're just both in sort of a top deck state. But yeah, I think we end up conceding here at some point and going into game 2. Yeah, he's doing pretty well for himself here. Yep. So yeah, we go into game 2. He gets game 1 under his belt, and we move on. Yeah, always grabbing my friend. I think this version of the deck I'm still running 2 field spell. As it stands now, I only run the single copy. Find it better with just 1. Oh yeah, I've still got 2 street in there. See, I find myself in this footage looking for street, where I really need to be looking for more quick play field spells, quick play spells. Yeah, because this board that I'm about to pass on is very suboptimal. I think it's not really ideal. Forcing the interaction here. Yeah, so he just stopped me from drawing 4. I only got to draw 2. He couldn't play through that, so he scoops and we go into game 3. Fairly tactical of him to save time and go first here. Unfortunately, I'm unable to play through his board. I didn't draw any sort of interaction, I don't think, from my memory. So he's able to just go full combo, Yeah. Set 2 pass. So this doesn't look too intimidating, but the cards in hand is what's scary. Just Cyclone the back row, he'll chain it. No, maybe he didn't chain it, I'm not sure. He did not want me having street on the field. That's for sure. I played that very poorly. Yeah, I just scoop here. And we go into round number 2.
You're